Friend, this is the first time we have ever done this round. It is called Animal versus Animal. Who would win?
Ooh.
So it's not guaranteed that if there was a fight between these two animals, that the one that I say is the winner. But based on kind of their nature, their scientific descriptions, this is who would likely win if they were to fight. Question 1. Polar bear versus grizzly bear.
Ooh. Grizzly.
The answer is grizzly. Due to its stronger claws, elongated skull with sharp canine teeth, and more aggressive nature, even though polar bears are larger and more experienced killers, they are often more cautious and reluctant to fight, whereas grizzly bears are known for their aggressive nature and tenacity. Means like they're aggressive and they won't leave it alone and they want to be the winner.
Oh.
So polar bears are bigger and better killers, but grizzlies are the feisty ones. Question 2. Hornet versus wasp.
Hornet.
Very good. Hornet is the answer. Hornets are generally larger than wasps, giving them a physical advantage in a fight. Hornets are known for their territorial behavior and will defend their nests fiercely. Wasps, on the other hand, are less aggressive and will only sting when provoked. That's interesting. We have wasps. You've been stung by a wasp in the face on a playground once, and it does not feel good. But hornets are even more feisty than a wasp. Question 3. Lobster versus crab.
Crab.
The answer is lobster.
Oh.
A lobster would likely win against a crab due to its stronger claws, greater mobility, and ability to swim in 3 dimensions, while crabs are more adapted to crawling and are generally less aggressive. Question 4. Cow versus horse.
Horse.
The answer is horse. Horses are naturally faster and more agile than cows, allowing them to evade attacks and potentially tire out their opponent. Horses are known for their powerful kicks, which would cause serious injury to a cow. Question 5. Alligator versus crocodile.
Ooh. Crocodile.
You're right. The odds favor the crocodile. Typically, crocodiles tend to grow larger and are generally more aggressive and have a stronger bite force than alligators. The crocodile's size advantage is the main factor when it comes to winning a fight. Huh, that's so interesting.
That's very interesting.
For two things to be so much alike, the crocodiles have the edge. Question 6. Shark versus killer whale.
Killer whale. No, yes, killer whale.
That is true. A killer whale would likely win against a great white shark due to its superior size, strength, intelligence, and coordinated hunting strategies. Orcas are significantly larger and more powerful than great white sharks, giving them a considerable advantage in a physical confrontation. Orcas are known for their intelligence and cooperative hunting techniques, which can outmaneuver solitary predators like the great white shark. So that's interesting. They're bigger, but they hunt in groups where great white sharks hunt by themselves.
Yeah.
So the orca group might be able to get them more. Again, these are just what is likely to happen.
Yeah.
Anyone can win in a fight, so who knows? Question 7. Cheetah versus leopard.
Leopard. No, cheetah. Cheetah.
Leopard. The answer is leopard. The leopard would likely have the upper hand. While cheetahs are incredibly fast, they are not built for combat and avoid aggressive encounters. Leopards, with their superior strength and agility, would dominate in a physical altercation. So if you look at a cheetah, For the big cats, they're kind of skinny and long, but leopards, they're big and they're just more.
There's just more.
There's just more leopard than there is of a cheetah, so they would likely win. Did you like that category?
I did.
Something different. Ren, round 2 is fictional locations.
Ooh.
That means places that aren't really real, but you've heard of them before. Okay?
Okay.
Question 1. In Harry Potter, what is the name of the school where Harry studies magic?
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts is the answer. I've never thought what a weird word Hogwarts is. I wouldn't want hogs with warts.
Not at all.
I wouldn't want Hogwarts on my body. Right? Have you ever thought about what a weird word that is? Hogwarts? Yeah. Like a pig with
How do
warts?
you come up with that?
I don't know. J.K. Rowling, where did you come up with Hogwarts? I'm curious. Question 2. What is the name of the kingdom where Elsa and Anna live in Frozen?
Arendelle.
Arendelle is the answer. Yes. It's cold there, especially when Elsa freezes everything over. Then it's real cold all the time.
No kidding.
Question 3. In Peter Pan, what is the name of the island where Peter and the Lost Boys live?
Neverland.
Yes, you came up with it. Good job. Peter Pan lives with the Lost Boys in Neverland. And they take Wendy, Michael, and John and they fly him to Neverland, right? Question 4. What is the name of the city where superhero Batman lives?
Gotham.
Gotham City is where they shine the bat signal and then Batman shows up to fight all the crime. Gotham. That's a very dark sounding city. In Gotham City, crime runs rampant. Batman needs to come and save the city from evil villains. Okay, I'll stop now. Question 5. What is the name of the underwater city where SpongeBob SquarePants lives?
Rocky Bottom? No. Right?
He lives in Bikini Bottom.
Oh.
Question 6. In Cars, what is the name of the small town that Lightning McQueen ends up in?
Oh, what is that? I don't remember.
The answer is Radiator Springs.
Oh, right.
Do you know what a radiator is?
No.
It's a part of a car.
Oh, yeah.
Radiator Springs. Right off the route where Lightning McQueen ends up because Mac falls asleep. Right? Isn't that what happened? Mac falls asleep when he's driving him. Yep, Radiator Springs. Question 7. What is the name of the fictional country where the movie Black Panther is set?
Wakanda.
Yes, they live in Wakanda. Correct. What does Wakanda have that's special? What kind of they have something very special in Wakanda.
They have almost like a purple juice that makes you
a purple juice, yeah.
And they look.
What's it called though?
I don't remember.
It's called vibranium.
Oh, vibranium.
And they have a force field around Wakanda so that nobody can come in and steal their precious vibranium. Pretty cool place. That is fictional. Does not exist. Round 3, the category is world records as of April 2025.
Huh?
So if you listen to this after April of 2025, they may have changed. Somebody may have broken the record, but this is as of when we're recording. Question 1. How old was the oldest person that ever lived?
118.
Ooh, that was close. 122 years old. The oldest person whose age has been verified is Jean Calment from France, who was born in 1875 and died in 1997 at the age of 122 years and 164 days. That is so long. Wow. That's hard to even believe, but she did. Question 2. What is the most eaten fruit in the world?
Apples.
The answer is bananas.
I was going to say that as my second guess.
Bananas are a staple food in many parts of the world with over 100 billion consumed annually. Question 3. What is the most t-shirts ever worn by a single person at once? 96 t-shirts, 183 t-shirts, or 260 t-shirts?
183 is an odd number, so I'm going to guess it.
260 is the record. This record was achieved by Ted Hastings from Ontario, Canada on February 17th, 2019 to raise money for a school playground. So I saw the picture of Ted and he has so many t-shirts stacked up. His head and neck are like buried like he's got a turtle shell on. Like you can kind of only see his eyes and the top of his head because he has so many shirts stacked up.
Imagine how many sizes you have to go.
Right. I bet he started with probably like extra small, extra small, extra small, small. Think about how many t-shirts he had to get. I wonder how many extras he had. Like, was 260 enough? Or did he just like run out at that point? Or that's quite a record. Question 4. What is the largest number of dogs a single person has walked at one time? 26, 38, or 49?
38.
You are right. 38 dogs at once. Okay, let's picture 6 dogs. First, how many that would be to walk at once. And now basically 6 times that many dogs is how many he walked at once. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That would have to be like quite a leash system.
Yeah.
Leash attached to dog, attached to leash.
Where does he get the dogs?
Well, I don't know. People must have volunteered their dogs for the record. Question 5. Sabrina Dassaman holds the record for owning 1,523 of what popular stuffed toy?
Beanie Babies.
She has 1,523 Squishmallows. Right? How many do you have?
4.
And they took up a lot of space because you have some big ones. 1,523 Squishmallows.
My
Wow.
word.
Wow.
That is wild.
That is wild. Question 6. What is the record for most dice stacked on a cat's paw?
26.
Ooh. The answer is 10.
Oh.
An owner of a cat named Bibby was able to stack 10 dice on her one paw. So
wow.
This is a challenge for many reasons. It's hard to stack dice.
And it's hard to keep a cat
And
still.
It's hard to keep a cat still.
And
You're
the
right.
cat's paw goes like this.
A cat doesn't have a very flat paw. It's got hair on it and bumpy from its, bones in there. So just try to stack 10 dice on a table and see if you can do it. And then see if you can do it on a cat's foot. Question 7. The record is 5.43 seconds to assemble what classic toy?
Rubik's Cube.
The answer is 1,000, 2, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. You just put together a Mr. Potato Head. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hat, glasses, eyeballs, ears, arms, feet. What else do they have? Nose. Mr. Potato Head is done. It took me longer to say all the parts of him than it took for somebody to put him together. Crazy. Round 4 is U.S. states. Question 1. Which U.S. state proudly displays 4 giant presidential faces and is nicknamed the Mount Rushmore state?
South Dakota.
Where were we just at today?
South Dakota.
South Dakota is the answer. Yes. If you haven't been to South Dakota to see Mount Rushmore, it is awesome. There is tons to do in the Black Hills of South Dakota. It's worth a trip. Question 2. There are 2 U.S. states that are not considered part of the lower 48 states. Can you name one?
I don't know.
So there are 50 U.S. states. There is something called the lower 48, meaning there are 48 states that are grouped together. The two that are not part of the lower 48
Alaska
are
and Hawaii.
Alaska and Hawaii. Did it make sense after I explained it a little more?
Yeah, I thought you meant like they were on like the white bottom half of our state.
Right. Alaska is much farther north, so I think that's why they're called lower. Hawaii is way out in the ocean. Like, they're not necessarily lower. They're lower than Alaska, but that's what they're called. Question 3. Which is the only U.S. state that starts with an R?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Correct. What else about Rhode Island is unique?
It's a small state.
It's the smallest state. That is correct. Only one that starts with R and the smallest. Question 4. In which state will you find the Hoover Dam and you might feel lucky in Las Vegas?
I don't know.
Las Vegas and the Hoover Dam are in the state of Nevada.
Oh, yeah.
Question 5. If you know our favorite college team, you will know that the Hoosier State is the nickname for which state?
Indiana.
Indiana is the Hoosier State. Correct. Question 6. What is the name of the only U.S. state that is named after a U.S. president?
Washington.
Very good. Washington is the only one. There are cities, lots of them, named after presidents, like Jefferson City, Missouri, or Madison, Wisconsin, Jackson, Mississippi,
Obama, Iowa.
Obama, Iowa. Just kidding. That's not a town. Good one. But Washington is the only state. Good job. Question 7. Which state is home to the Everglades and is known as the Sunshine State?
Arizona.
The answer is Florida.
Florida, duh. Oh my word.
The Everglades are in Florida, and there's a lot of sun there, so it's the Sunshine State. Round 5 is about sports.
Ooh.
Question 1. If you like chicken wings, you would know which NFL team's nickname is named after a legendary person from the Old West.
Buffalo Bills?
You're right. The Buffalo Bills team name was chosen after a naming contest, with Bills being selected in honor of Buffalo Bill Cody. He earned the nickname Buffalo Bill for his work supplying meat to railroad workers, particularly during the construction of the Kansas Pacific Railway. Have you ever heard of Buffalo Bill? From Old West stories. You know, it's from the days of like Billy the Kid and Jesse James and Annie Oakley and all those guys. Buffalo Bill was kind of a famous Old West person. So when the team in Buffalo was like, what should our name be? They said Buffalo Bills. Question 2. In baseball and softball, what is the type of hit called where you purposefully try to hit the ball without swinging as short of a distance as possible?
A bunt.
Like the cake, it is a bunt. This is to strategically move runners into scoring position or to get a hit when the defense is playing deep. So if you're a hitter that usually hits home runs and all the players are like, back, 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 you know, they're going to hit it far. And then you just do a little pink and bunt it, get on base. Have you ever bunted in a game?
I have.
You have? Your coaches gave you the bunt sign and then you bunted it?
Sometimes it's an accident.
Sometimes it's an accident.
Most times. But yeah, sometimes.
So you have to hold the bat differently when you bunt.
You put your finger like this.
Yep. You hold the part of the bat that you normally hit, like the part that normally hits the ball. You hold that with your one hand, and then you keep your other hand on the bottom.
Control it better so it doesn't go far.
Yeah. So that's a bunt. Question 3. In volleyball, what is it called when one team serves the ball and the other team fails to play the ball?
Ace.
A-C-E, ace. What was your ace chant in volleyball this year?
We did 1, 2, 3, 4.
Everybody hit the floor. Ace.
Yeah.
That was it. Question 4. In pool or billiards, what is it called when the cue ball or the white ball goes into the pocket on a turn? A miss, a foul, or a scratch?
Scratch.
Yes. So in pool, you have to hit the white ball first, and the white ball hits a colored ball to try to knock it into the pocket. However, if you make the white ball into the pocket, that's called a scratch. And the other person gets to take the white ball and move it wherever they want in one of the areas of the pool table. Scratch. Question 5. What room in your house is also part of a pickleball court?
The kitchen.
You're right. In pickleball, the kitchen, also known as the non-volley zone, is the area between the net and the baseline where players cannot volley or hit the ball out of the air until after it has bounced. Question 6. What is considered the most difficult stroke in swimming? The crawl stroke, the backstroke, or the butterfly?
Butterfly.
You're right. The butterfly stroke is widely considered the most difficult swimming stroke due to its demanding coordination, upper body strength requirements, and precise timing of arm and leg movements. So the butterfly is different than the rest of the strokes. It's like the crawl stroke or the freestyle where your arms come out of the water, except both arms come out at the same time. And when you're up at the top, you breathe, and then you go under the water and you push with your arms and you come up and breathe. And your legs don't flutter kick. They kind of dolphin. I know there's a name for the kick. I can't think of it, but they kind of kick like a dolphin or a mermaid would instead of fluttering like in a.
Yeah.
It's hard. I've tried it.
Me too.
Nope.
It does not work.
Couldn't do it. Question 7. Which wrestler, movie star, and game show host holds the record for most wishes granted for the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
The answer is John Cena.
Oh, yeah, John Cena.
John Cena has granted 650 wishes and counting. That is awesome. Let me tell you, if you don't know what Make-A-Wish is, it's a foundation that takes kids who are sick or disabled or have something going on that they just need some joy in their life, and they grant them a wish. So a wish could be, I want to go to Disneyland. I want to meet a person. I want to do this. And there have been 650 kids who wanted to meet and do something with John Cena, and he said yes. I think that is awesome.
Yeah.
Way to go, John Cena. Way to be an awesome guy. Keep it up.
Yeah.